Scorpio, welcome to your reading for the week of October 10th. This week, make sure to check out astrojar.com. We've added a bunch of new readers onto the site. Also, we have fixed some of the issues with the site. Some of them. We're still working on a lot of them. But definitely check it out. Like I said, there are a lot of new readers, awesome people you should check out, and subscribe to their channels and support them and all that other good stuff. But let's see what comes up for you this week. Really no surprise on that first card right there. Let's see here. Awesome. Alright. Yeah, you start off with the Six of Hearts. I think you've had this every week for quite a while now. Six of Hearts represents a time just where you can exchange energy better and put energy out and get it back equally, if not better. I still think that it might be a little bit of a struggle for you, especially if you're working on like something that is your own project, your own business or something like that. There might still be some struggles there, but this is definitely a card of just continuing on and keep going, and just know that that energy will build. Also a great card for negotiations and dealing with any sort of negotiations, especially around finances and work and things like that. And even if you're retired as well, you know, it's a great card. You can still negotiate and things like that. Your finances and debts and all of those other things. So it's a great card. You know, like I said, there's definitely this energy this week. It's come up for a couple signs, came up for Cancer, where I said it was probably a good week for you to maybe look at, maybe if you have old debts or anything like that that need to be taken care of, you might be able to negotiate them down. There's definitely an energy of negotiation this week. So could be a good week for you to do something like that. Next, you have the Queen of Diamonds. Again, I think Cancer had this card as well. And like I said, great for dealing with finances, great for dealing with things like debt as well. Also a card to avoid arguments and avoid gossip, especially at work. So if you do work, you know, stay out of workplace gossip and things like that. Just completely, because it will come back to bite you with this card. But this is a great card, like I said, for finances. Being really good with finances this week, and even coming up with really great money-making ideas under this card are highlighted. So I like that for you. Next, you have the Nine of Spades. Maybe dealing with some disappointments and things like that. Just know that if you're going through any disappointments, that they're probably a blessing in disguise, really. Nine of Spades is kind of one of my blessing in disguise cards. I say that it's like if you lose something or you if there is some sort of disappointment this week, just know that probably in the very near future you'll see how it was a good thing that it didn't work out for you. This can also be a card that represents forced changes and forced changes happening to you, but again, they'd be kind of like blessings in disguise. So no matter how bad something seems, just know that it probably is still for the best. Next, you have the Eight of Spades. Watch your health and definitely take care of yourself this week, and try to stay as healthy as possible. This isn't such a bad card like the Nine of Spades. The Nine of Spades is not a bad card, but it definitely can represent challenges. The Eight of Spades just is a card of working too much. It says that you could be working a little bit too much this week and working too hard, and you know, so then you sacrifice your health or something like that. So make sure to take care of yourself. It can be also a card where you really start to like look at your friendships and things like that. And maybe you realize that one of your good friends really isn't a good friend or something along those lines. So it can be a little difficult because you could be making those decisions this week, and you could be like, wow, you know what, they're really not a great friend, and things like that could be going through your head. So just be aware of that. Next, you have the Five of Diamonds. Represents a great time to start something new. So anything new, that could be a relationship, a business, a new job, like I said, anything new you could create under this card. It represents a good time to start new things. It also represents a good time to sell things. So if you're selling anything, including like a home or a business, or you're selling in business, this is a great card. And it can also be a great card for legal matters involving settlements. So if you are waiting for like a settlement or something like that, this can be a good card. I would say with this card, you would know about it already. It wouldn't be like a surprise. So again, if you're in some sort of legal thing that hasn't really gotten to that point yet, then just know that you're probably not going to get a settlement like now. You know, this card again, it would represent more of the being at the end, so you would already know that you're kind of at the end of the court, you know, battle or whatever you're involved in, and that's where the settlement would come about. Next, you have the Jack of Clubs. So somebody could be very honest with you this week. This also came up, I want to say, for Cancer, or maybe it was Taurus. I don't really remember. But somebody could be very upfront and honest with you this week, and you would probably be asking this person to be honest with you in the first place, which can be a good thing. I would say it's a good thing with the Jack of Clubs. It can represent somebody who's very thoughtful and who can be very open and honest with you and offer you some really good advice. So if you need advice, go to a friend or something, or a close family member, and they might really be able to help you out. And finally, you have the Ace of Hearts, really great card for love and also receiving messages. So you could be receiving like a lot of messages this week. So pay attention to all messages you receive. But looks like a good week, even with the 9 of Spades there. It still looks good. So thank you for watching and enjoy your week.